Have you ever felt like if you can't do it perfectly, why even bother? Like one cookie feels like a fail, so just eat 5. One missed workout, the whole day's ruined. Trust me, I know the pain. And that thinking pattern stopped me from ever seeing results. I was in that loop for like 8 years. Even though I was super restrictive with my food and I worked out harder than anybody I knew, I just couldn't find that in-between middle ground. That is the all or nothing mindset. Now, this isn't a video telling you to slow down when you eat, be more mindful, have more compassion for yourself, because that stuff just never worked for me. Instead, I'm going to show you the math that actually proves the all or nothing mindset makes 0 sense, and exactly how to break that pattern so you can stop starting over and start actually seeing results without any hiccups. Let's say you're in a calorie deficit. You're eating 3,500 calories less than your maintenance calories per week so that you can lose roughly a pound of body fat per week. You're going out for dinner, and to stay on track, you want to have something around 600 calories. Then this happens. Scenario A, the spiral. You're with your man or your woman and you decide you're going to share the calamari. Great. 300 calories. The guilt kicks in. Shit, I've already messed up. It's time to order your main. You go, okay, I've already messed up with the appy. I'll just enjoy it. I'll do the bacon burger and let's go the Parmesan fries. 1,500 calories. You know what? What a write-off. On the way home, we should get a McFlurry. Let's get a McFlurry. 600 calories. As soon as you walk in the door, you need something savory to balance out the sweet. You never get to eat sourdough toast with butter throughout the week because you're so good with your diet. So let's do a couple sourdough pieces with butter before we go to bed. 550 calories. End of the night, 2,950 calories. That is 2,350 over your intended 600 calorie dinner. Now, the alternative. Scenario B, the cool, calm, and collected. You decide to share the calamari. You just could not. 300 calories. Then for your main, you go right back on track. I'm gonna get the grilled chicken tacos. Hold the fries, please. 600 calories. Total dinner, 900 calories. Here's what happens over the week. Your spiral night takes your 3,500 calorie deficit down to 1,000 calories. That is barely any progress. Your cool, calm, and collected little chica over here is still in a 3,200 calorie deficit. Almost a pound of fat loss. So mathematically, not emotionally, but mathematically, the calamari is not what is ruining your progress, it's what comes after it. The math proves it. It's not one decision that wrecks your week. It's the spiral. So if it's that simple, how do you just break the pattern? I call it the 2-choice rule. Don't make 2 off choices in a row. That's it. 1 imperfect choice, not a problem. 2 in a row, we might have a spiral incoming, right? The more off choices we start to make in a row, the more we start to set ourselves back. Okay, so what does that look like in real life? First, we acknowledge it. Cool, I ate a little more than planned. All good. No story, no guilt. I will literally say, moving on to myself. Moving on. Onwards and upwards. We're not going to dwell on this. Number 2, remind yourself, I am still in a deficit. I'm still in a deficit. Number 3, next meal, back on track. We don't have to fast. We don't have to skip meals. We don't have to run, a half marathon. Back to normal. Just continue. Now, you might be thinking, Madeline, what do I do if I have spiraled? I'll tell you the single moment that I actually broke that loop. And it feels funny because it's like a small moment, but when you're stuck in this cycle, it really does feel significant. And I remember it like it was yesterday. So for years, I stayed stuck in this violent all or nothing loop. When it came to workouts, if I wasn't completely out of breath, max heart rate, seeing stars every day, it basically didn't count to me. I was like, oh, that was a really light day. I got to pick it up tomorrow. I wouldn't even count it as like a workout. If someone else was cooking for me and I couldn't control every ounce, cheat day, 0 to 100 real quick. Then one night, I think like 5 years ago, Will and I went for dinner and I ate his fries. As you do. Now, old me, up until that point, would have gone home and made it a 10-course meal. I would have asked to stop on the way home for some sort of dessert. Then when I got home, I would have continued on with this mindset of, I start again tomorrow. So now that I'm so far deep in this mess, just keep going, enjoy the things now. My brain was telling me that you already blew it. But this night, something else clicked for me. I looked up the calories in fries and I was like, all right, it wasn't like 2,000 calories. What if I just end it here and move on? What if I just stop right here? You don't need to go all the way. So we get home, I'm standing in the kitchen and I'm sitting there on the fence debating, like, what's next? This is where the pattern was so strong. I was just ready to, should it be toast? Should I make a little protein dessert? Like, what else do I need? Even though I had already eaten a full meal at the restaurant. Temptations, super strong, and I interrupted the pattern and I went and brushed my teeth and I went to bed. It sounds so tiny, but it changed everything because you need that one win to feel it and to realize when you wake up the next day that having fries didn't mean 10 pounds gained. I finally felt that one imperfect choice didn't mean total failure. And that single choice saved me potentially thousands of calories. After that, I kept practicing it, and I'd practice it again, and over time, I broke the circuit. It takes time. Real change is hard. Breaking thinking patterns that you've been experiencing for how many years? It's challenging. It doesn't happen overnight. But every time you say no to the spiral that feels like it's made of steel, the circuit loosens. A little screw pops off. This is what I picture in my head. A little screw loosens. It's like you can hear the sound. One screw pops off, you do it again, another one pops off, and before you know it, boom, it all breaks. Breaking the all or nothing mentality is not about just being more disciplined. It's about practicing one skill. Don't make 2 off choices in a row. Because 300 calories does not ruin your progress, everything you've done in a week. 3,000 calories does. So just enjoy the thing. If you're going to have it, you're going to eat over your calories, you may as well enjoy it, right? End it there and continue on business as usual. And when it feels tough, just know that it's tough because you're breaking an actual circuit in your brain. You are going to interrupt that pattern that your body knows so well, but you can. And right in that moment is the difference between being stuck and getting that ball rolling and seeing your body change. So the next time that you indulge or have a few extra calories that you didn't intend to, just enjoy it because number 1, what's the point in eating it if you don't even enjoy it? Number 2, smile. And number 3, brush your teeth and go to bed and move on because the math is on your side. And that right there, that defining moment where you end it after that one choice is the difference between you staying stuck another month, another 6 months, another year, and you actually seeing results.